Why do some people feel an instant sense of relief when plans get canceled? Why does staying home feel restoring instead of lonely, peaceful instead of boring? If a quiet evening in feels more satisfying than being out, it isn't avoidance or weakness, it's wiring. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who love staying at home, those society misunderstands, but science explains with surprising clarity. Let me ask you something. When was the last time someone made you feel bad for wanting to stay home? Like you're missing out or wasting your life? Here's the truth. You're not missing anything. You're just built different. So here's how it works. Some people get their energy from being around others. They go to a party, they talk to people, and boom, they feel alive. But then there's you. You go to that same party, and it's like someone's slowly draining your phone battery. Every conversation, every smile, every, "Hey, how are you?" takes a little more out of you. And by the end of the night, you're just done. That's not weird. That's just how your brain works. Scientists call it your stimulation level. Think of it like this. Some people have a big empty tank that needs to be filled up with noise and people and activity. Your tank is smaller. It fills up fast. And when it overflows, you feel tired, annoyed, like you just need everyone to leave you alone. Home is where you recharge. It's the only place that actually works. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not just about energy. It's about control. Out there in the world, you're always adjusting. Smiling when you don't want to. Making small talk about things you don't care about. Dealing with loud people, unexpected changes, all of it. You can't control any of it. But at home, you control everything. The lights, the noise, what you wear, what you do. For a lot of people, especially those who get anxious easily, that control isn't just nice to have. It's necessary. Here's something cool. Studies show that people who spend more time alone are often more creative. They think deeper. They solve problems better. Because all those big ideas? They don't come from crowded bars or loud parties. They come from quiet moments. Late at night when you're just thinking. Or sitting with a book. Or staring out the window. That's when your brain actually gets to work. And let's be honest. Society makes it seem like you have to be out there living your best life. The Instagram posts, the Friday night stories, all the "you only live once" stuff. But what if your best life is a quiet evening with your favorite show and no plans? That's not sad. That's knowing yourself. Now, I need to say something important. Some people stay home for different reasons. Not because they want to, but because leaving feels too hard. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe something bad happened before. Maybe it's depression quietly telling you there's no point in going out. And for those people, home becomes a hiding place, not a happy place. So ask yourself this. Do you stay home because it makes you feel good? Or because leaving feels too scary? One is peace. The other is being stuck. But if you truly love being home, if you feel happy and content there, then you're not missing out on anything. You're just living differently. You notice the small things. The way your coffee tastes in the morning. Your favorite spot on the couch. How the light comes through the window. Most people rush past all of that. Psychologists have a name for this. They call it low stimulation preference. Basically, you don't need the world to entertain you. Your own thoughts, your hobbies, your space, that's enough. And honestly, that's pretty powerful. Here's what people don't get. When you turn down plans, you're not being rude. You're being honest. You know what fills you up and what drains you. And you're choosing yourself. That takes guts in a world that constantly tells you to say yes to everything. Think about it. When you're at home, what are you really doing? Maybe you're learning something new. Maybe you're working on a project. Maybe you're just sitting there thinking about your life, figuring things out. That's not nothing. That's something most people never make time for because they're too busy being busy. So if you've ever felt guilty about preferring your own company, stop. Ask yourself why you feel that way. Is it because you actually want to go out and you're holding yourself back? Or is it because someone else told you that staying in means you're boring? Because once you stop apologizing for what you need, everything changes. The people who love staying home aren't broken. They're not weird. They're usually the most interesting people because they've spent time with themselves. They know who they are. They don't need constant noise to feel okay. So if this sounds like you, if you've been nodding along this whole time, let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not antisocial, you're just picky about your social time. You're not lazy, you're intentional. You're not missing out. You're tuned in to what actually matters to you. And to everyone who keeps asking why you never come out, maybe the real question is, why would I leave when I'm already exactly where I want to be? If this hit home for you, hit that subscribe button. We're talking about the psychology stuff nobody else does.